video is sponsored by Squarespace. This is my first autumn in Sweden, and I'm amazed at how quickly the seasons changed. It only took a couple of weeks for full autumn colours to arrive, and of course one of my targets was to photograph the squirrels in those lovely orange colours. I'm really pleased with these two photos. The first is of a baby squirrel in a birch tree in our garden, and I spotted it from the kitchen window. The second photo is of this squirrel that we know very well. We call her Maxie. She is the boldest and most dominant squirrel in our garden, and I think this photo really sums up her personality. These two shots made it into my red squirrel calendar this year, and this is actually the third year I'm doing a squirrel calendar. The first year I managed to buy an acre of rainforest in Ecuador and save it from deforestation. Last year I didn't actually buy anything because I had a crazy idea, and I think with this year's calendars it can be possible. I want to buy the squirrel forest. I recently shared that a squirrel that I've known for 2 years was hit by a car, and that squirrel was Ghost. And actually I found 5 dead squirrels that have been hit by cars just this summer. Cars are a big problem for wildlife. Animals need to travel and move, whether there's a road or not. And unfortunately the squirrels have been quite impacted this summer. I always try to move roadkill off the road, as it might save another life. And with the squirrels, I take the squirrels into the forest, I position flowers and berries, and then I leave them so another animal can find them, like a fox. One of the reasons the squirrels do cross is because their habitat is destroyed. Clear felling is quite normal in Sweden and most of the world. The trees are cut and harvested, and this year large areas of perfect squirrel habitat were cut, and this has forced the squirrels to move and cross roads. Sadly, some of this forest isn't monoculture planted woodland, but it's real ancient forest. The woodland I photographed the squirrels, where I found the baby squirrels, is private woodland, and the trees are probably going to be cut down in 2 years. My crazy idea is to buy the squirrel forest, using this year's calendar profits, last year's calendar profits, and the help of a few patrons and supporters. Together we are going to save the squirrel forest. Now that I've found baby Pear and his brother, I feel more of an obligation to help save the forest. It would be a complete shame to lose such a wonderful habitat that supports so much wildlife, not just squirrels. So we're going to do this, we're going to buy the squirrel forest. So if you would like to save the squirrel forest with me, please order a calendar. Or if you're interested in donating more, I know some people are, please send me an email, it's linked in the bio, and we can work something together. Yeah. But I realistically think that we can save the squirrel forest, and the cool thing, it's not just the squirrel forest, it's actually a larger area of land. So I'm hoping to do some rewilding projects, plant wildflowers and trees, and maybe some of you can come and help me. I don't know. You may have noticed I've been taking up more sponsors recently, and that's really because I'm saving for the squirrel forest. And I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. On Squarespace, it's super simple and easy to make websites, and I've been using Squarespace for like 10 years now. I sell my calendars on my website, it's so easy to update, and recently I've been adding new products, including pins and greeting cards to the product pages. The analytics are super useful, and I can see different demographics, like where in the world people buy my calendars, and this can help me make decisions about managing my online shop. Head to squarespace.com/daniconnorwild to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code daniconnorwild. To make the most of these lovely autumn colours, I've been going on lots of walks with Fikon in a woodland that doesn't have squirrels. Fikon is still available for adoption. If you're interested, the details about how to adopt him are in the description. It's really starting to get chilly in the evenings, and we've actually been experiencing minus temperatures at night. In the mornings after walking Fikon, we make a fire just to get some warmth into the house. The house can be really cold in the mornings, especially in winter. We've had some good evenings of northern lights recently, and it's amazing that I can just step out of the house into the garden and get some time lapses. You may have seen some kids running around in the background, and that's because I'm in a public woodland in London. We left Sweden about 3 weeks ago now, and it's funny because we left Sweden in like the peak or towards the second half of autumn, and we arrived here and autumn hadn't even begun, and now I'm experiencing autumn again. So more autumn videos coming, but from the UK. Remember that the calendars are available on my website. I've also got wildlife calendars, greeting cards and baby pear pins. So if you'd like to support me, my content, and help save the squirrel forest, the link is in the bio. So have a lovely weekend. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye.